Hello everybody, welcome to this new tutorial. So today we're really going to do something with Project Siena. Today we're going to do a RSS reader for a French website on streams. So if you're an English speaker and you don't speak French, please don't leave because you will have a little surprise in the end. So this is the website actually. ogaming.tv. This is the website. They make a lot of stuff about video games. So League of Legends, Dota 2, StarCraft 2. They're really doing a lot of fancy stuff. These are the guys bringing you Tales of the Lane, Iron Squid. They're also doing the Nation Wars. This is really awesome stuff. And actually, they have some little article here that I really enjoy. Basically, what I would like to do is to have an application on Windows where I could just have the stream. Read the RSS stream, so read the article. A fast way to see what's new and to check it. So here I have an RSS feed. You can see that's an XML file pointing to an XML file. And basically, if I go to Project Siena, if you haven't checked my previous tutorial, I'm explaining a lot about the interface, so we'll go pretty quickly on that this time. If you have not and you don't understand, please make sure to check my previous tutorial. So here I'm going to data source, RSS feed. You can see I've already entered it. Import data. You can see now data source added, and it's like a little database. So basically I have columns, so with all the links, and each line is a different item. So with titles, description, category, you see all is in French. Don't worry, my English friends, I will come back to you later. You will be happy because this is going to be fun. So it's okay, now I have my data source. This is still a bit empty, right? You want to do something with this data source. So let's go here and let's add a gallery. So let's put an image gallery with text. So as I showed in my previous tutorial, you can just resize it because it's a bit small, I think. And just a few things about the gallery. So you can see here I have 2 items, and actually I have 4 of them. And the thing about the gallery is you will map it to a data source, and each item of the data source will become one item in the gallery. So one item like that. It will be automatically mapped. So I will just show you this. So here I am on the gallery, the whole gallery, and choose a data set. So it can be whatever you want. It can be an Excel file, Azure Mobile Services. It can be whatever you'd like in the data source. Here it's an RSS feed. So let's go here. And you can see that actually here it's ugly, but you can see that I've got plenty of items. And actually all of these items are entries in my data source. So let's change this because you can see diverse, it's like random. So actually this is so I am now in the item. You can see that this is pointing to this item.category. So if you remember, if I go back to the data source, so you see here one column is called category, and I don't want the category being displayed, I want the title. So let's back here. And here, let's just go this item.title. You can see I have an awesome autocomplete capability. So this is quite good. Here the same thing, here it's the author. I don't want that, I want the description. So you can see here that actually this is really too small, so I can just do that. Of course, the layout, you can really edit it. So here it's, for example, here it's really written too big, right? So let's put a bit of design, text. You can see here that I have the text size. I can just decrease it. And now here, perfect. You can see another problem. This is a language problem. Here, those characters is actually an apostrophe. French is a really nice language, but the problem is we have a lot of accents and special characters. So for example, here the apostrophe is not that good. So let's delete this because this sucks. Let's select an item, and now if you press the add button, notice that if I don't select it, it will just add it on the scene, so one time. But if I select the item and now I go here and I select the HTML label, you see here that I've got one here, and I will have one for each item. So and each time I modify it, it will modify it for all item. This is a very convenient way actually of building stuff with Project Siena, with collections, because it's really mapping. You just have to do the work once. So here it's also part of the item. So I can go on the data, the HTML text, I can replace this, and I can also write this item. And here I wanted the description, right? And you can see here, perfect. I have the apostrophe, I don't have any problems and stuff. So this is good. We're still missing a bit of pictures, right? So I have seen here, if I go back to the data source, that this enclosed URL is actually a picture. You see JPEG, PNG and stuff. So this can seem a bit tricky, but basically with Project Siena, it's so smart. Then I just need to go there and just go enclose URL and bam, importing pictures. How awesome is that? I mean, now in like 5 minutes, I have a little RSS reader. Of course, we're going to do different stuff. So for example, let's say that you are really interested in this kind of application, but the big problem is you don't speak a word of French. So you have two possibilities here. Either you learn French, which is quite you will have to invest some time. Either we'll translate the title in English. I think you would prefer that, right? So let's delete this because we're going to make it different. And let's go to add and the web. Let's put here, sorry, I have to select the item because I want it to be added on the item. So I have to select the item. And let's put here Bing Translator. So it will take a bit of time because actually it's adding all of this to all items. So yeah, perfect. So you can see it added me a lot of stuff. What is very interesting for me is this little box. If we look at this code, it's like Bing Translator translate, so it's like a function. Text1.text, so if I press Alt, text1 is here. So it's like from English US to, and actually here I have to select something. Okay. Anyway, I'm not interested in that, right? Translate to, I can just remove everything. And now you're saying, what the hell is it doing? So you will see, because actually the text that I want to translate, I already know it. It's a title, right? So let's go here, this item dot title. Perfect. And here the value doesn't exist, but I know which language it is, right? So I want to I want to translate it in English, and it's actually from FR, French. And bam, you can see actually the writing in your opinion, so the redaction actually. So keep in mind it's an online translator, so it will never do the job as well as a human, but it can help people understand, and this is very, very cool. I mean, because it can just give you an idea on what the article will talk about. So you see here, Fantasy Lives, I've saved the word tomorrow. Today it's mine. Well, why not? I mean, let's preview of Arcade, ad block, let's talk about, I guess it's missing an it. Yeah, Mega Man the Test, the spy who kicked me. Yeah, I mean, this is okay. It gives you a little idea on what the article is talking about. You see, however, I know, that's fine. Okay, sorry. I thought there will be a problem, but it's no problem. So this is great, but now, you know, I am a big fan of Dota. Heroes of the Storm really interests me, but I don't like that much League of Legends. I'm sorry, I know there are a lot of people out there that love this game, I can totally understand, but yeah, that's not for me. So let me reduce a bit this. So of course you will have each time to adapt. I mean, I want to do some fancy layout. I'm not the guy for fancy layouts. There are a lot of guys that do that. I don't. So actually, yeah, well, I mean, I just want you to learn how to use the tool. Then you can just make, because as you can see, it's quite easy to do good design here. Just that I don't want to bore you to death until I do it. So let's add a little thing which is called drop down. So you can see here I have added the drop down outside of it. It's not part of an item. I mean, just to show you, if I select an item and I put drop down, make sure you understand, it also pops on the other items. If I delete it, it delete on the whole items. So here, what I want to do is to tell them, okay, now let's select this game. So you're saying yourself, okay, this is bad because it's outside, I cannot use it. But remember that I have a data source, so I can just say RSS1 and I want the category. So you see here that I have all the categories, Heroes of the Storm, League of Legends. You can see immediately a problem. It's like you've got duplicates. And now you can see that in Project Siena we can use functions, which is called distinct category. And here I just have to tell him, you see here you have a little documentation. So here the expression, I have to tell him on which element I want him to run. So here, if I go here, I only have one per occurrence. This is really great, but it's not doing anything, right? Now I want the little thing here to change. So I have actually to select here the collection, and I have to use the function filter. Yeah, you see everything disappear because actually it's wrong immediately. This is fast feedback. This is awesome. And actually I want to do God, how was it? Sorry, it's always yeah, it's driver. No, sorry, it's drop down. I have to tell them drop down to dot selected dot value in. Ta-da! And basically what I'm telling here, it's I want that in each of the item in RSS1 that you're going to show, I want that the selected value of the drop-down to, so this little drop-down box, is in the category attribute. For example, now if I just go retro gaming, Mega Man, yeah, that was retro, but this is good. League of Legends, if you liked it, you see, oh, I don't know this guy, but it's look really badass. So, Redstone, only one article? This is quite disappointing. Right? Yeah, StarCraft 2. Ah, Nation Wars. If you haven't checked this stream, you should really check it. It's really great. So, I think this is great. A little thing which is missing now is a little background image. So here you can see I have background image, add image. Let's put a little Witcher wallpaper. See, ta-da! Yeah, you don't see anything. You can add some transparency on the picture. Let's add some transparency so we can see this is sad actually to have such an awesome game and to not see. You see, this is really cool. So fill. Okay, yeah, it seems that I don't remember how to do yeah, here, sorry. Transparency. Point width. Yeah. Now it's a bit too much transparency, right? Let's put 0.3. Sorry, 0.3. God, this is no 0.4. You can see that actually you can. Yeah, I mean that's completely unreadable, but this is. I mean I like this logo, so it's good enough for me. Last but not least, I want when I press the article, I want to open the page. Because I wanted to open it into my my browser. So you remember I had a little onSelect button, which is like the behavior, and when I press it, I just want him to say launch, which is actually launch will just take the URI. So for example, if you have a file, if you are pointing to an image file, it will open Paint if it's your default behavior. Here I am going to give him an URL, so an internet page. So basically, here it will open my browser. So in this case, it's going to be Internet Explorer. Link, yeah, perfect. Okay, let's try this. So you can see preview. If I press here, ta-da, and you can see I'm directly on my article. So it's like I invested here. Think about it, like 15 minutes, and now I will have this little application here because. Sorry, if I go back to the design, if I go here back into file, file, publish, and actually, yeah, of course you have to do the update, it's free, don't worry. I can just make my little application, publish it into my dashboard, and every day I will have the little updates of the RSS feed. This is quite powerful, guys. I hope you really you really enjoyed it, you really see the benefits. If you have other ideas or you would like to do specific stuff with Project Siena or you want me to explain a specific thing, please comment this video. Give me some ideas. I will be happy to help. Yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you liked it, and see you next time. Don't worry about the Project Spark. I haven't finished. I'm going to finish it. Just that I was on vacation, a lot of things to do and stuff. There was international with Dota 2 and stuff. You still have to do a bit of gaming, right, to feel good. So see you guys. Have a nice evening or day.